Um, Welcome to this episode of Trump 10. Today in this video, I just want to explain to you these some of these things that will be going on in the United States of America. We all know that Trump is somebody who really acts tough, and at first we used to say he acted tough till this whole shooting incident, where even after being shooted at, he raised his hand into the sky and he was using his face to say fight, fight, fight. Since then, he gained a lot of popularity, and people like Elon Musk and even Putin commended him for how brave he was. And this is a man that has been given a chance, a second chance to live. So this guy, he has come very close to death, and he didn't die. So he's not, and he's very old too. So all he care about is legacy. Now, in his second term, his whole agenda is to put Americans first, which is why he's always wearing his MAGA hat, which is Make America Great Again, wherever he goes. Now, this is a very wonderful journey for all of us these 4 years, hoping that um, he's still healthy and everything. He's able to pass through all this process, these 4 years, with such zeal. And I know so many people are worried as to the kind of implications that will have on immigration, on politics outside even US. So I'll be bringing updates as to what is happening, my little analysis, because I've followed the US media for a very long time. I know those who are fake, I know those who are genuine, and even those who are genuine, when they try to tell lies, you understand, because people can remain genuine as um, when it interests them. So when they are trying to tell lies, how do you fact check them and stuff? Now, with the Trump administration, he has this wonderful vice president who they call JD Vance, and he's a white man with Scottish Irish descent, and he was a former U.S. senator from Ohio, author, and venture capitalist. Now, the second most important would be the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, who is having a Hispanic Cuban descent, and he's a U.S. senator from Florida and the first Hispanic Secretary of State. Now, this is a guy who went to the Panama, Panama to negotiate about the Panama Canal, which US really wanted badly because they don't want China to take over that Panama because it's a very strategic position. And as Trump said, the US really paid the cost to be able to do that. And so in US, in Trump term, he really wants that area. He really, really wants that area to be in the name of US. Or he wants US to control that area. So he sent this Marco Rubio to the place to negotiate. And within a space of 2 days after his visit, there was a positive news where they have agreed to work, cooperate with the US to make sure that they reduce China control of that area. Now, we have the Secretary of Defense, we have Attorney General, and we have the Secretary of Interior. All of them, you can check their background and their ethnicity. Now, one very important person in appointees is Elon Musk, who is in charge of the Department of Government Efficiency, which is simply called Dodge. Now, the job is to have access to government spending, which is payment uh, credentials or payment gateways, where he monitors what leave the US purse and which place these money are going. And so recently you've heard that he has called USAID, which is USAID. You've heard that he has called USAID a criminal organization, which he has promised to kill it. He has said that it should die. Why? Because there is ridiculous amount of money laundering. He allegedly he said there is money laundering occurring there, such that uh, hundreds of millions are being sent to Hamas, all in the name of buying condoms. Some of them, the money are also sent to some other countries to promote the LGBT and transgender ideologies. And you know, Elon Musk is somebody who is against these people and is willing to revenge them because of what they did to his child. And he said he was forced to sign, or he was lured to sign certain things that he didn't have any idea about. After signing them, he realized that the harm that it came, which has made him and the child to have a very big friction. So he sees his child to be dead, and the people that killed him is the LGBTQ plus whatever community. And so he's always after them. So I'm sure that the USA, that those are the places that he is really looking at. What monies are going to support these ideologies that he doesn't like. So note that um, Elon Musk will play a very crucial role in Trump's administration. But somebody will say, okay, maybe it means that Trump is being controlled by Elon Musk, because obviously Elon Musk is richer than Trump. Trump has made it clear that where they disagree with Elon Musk, the Elon Musk will not be able to continue. So there are places that he knows that he may disagree with Elon Musk, and in those places, Elon Musk will not continue to act in where he thinks that it is he, and at that time he will make the decision, because he has made it clear to everybody that the president of the United States is the most powerful person, and he makes the decisions in the interest of the people. So where he disagrees with Trump, his ways, he as Trump, his ways will prevail. Another very important person is the FBI appointee. He's I've forgotten his name, but he's from Indian descent. He's very proud of his Indian root, and this is a wonderful guy that has been fighting the government, especially the FBI. He has people say he's a conspiracy theorist, because he's always attacking the FBI, that they have weaponized it against people that oppose their ideas. And Trump was a victim. He himself was a victim. So Trump has appointed him to uh, to to be in charge of the FBI, but I think he has not been approved yet. But when he's approved, the left will go nuts, because they are very scared of this guy. And the reason why some of them are scared is because of certain things like the Epstein list. And those who know the Epstein list, the issue of our Epstein list, it is this billionaire who were feeding other billionaires with young girls whom he has captured forcefully and stuff to his island. And there are some documents where allegedly the lives of Bill Clinton, who is a former US president, made a comment that he likes them young, and it is alleged that he also visited the island. So these are some of the things that we are going to talk about. And we know that Trump has also signed an executive order where the US is withdrawing from the WHO, which we look at the impact also. So these are, we look at the impact and stuff. He has also signed certain executive order that orders the removal of LGBT flags and everything from US government properties. So it is only the American flag that you see when you go to US embassies and stuff like that. He has made that order, and he has done so many things. He's the reason why we don't hear about the Ukraine-Russia war again, because now they are going to go on a negotiation to end the war, because he calls the war ridiculous. He has also stopped the war of Israel Hamas, and now we have seen that the hostages, Hamas is releasing some of the hostages, whilst Israel is also planning to allow them to come back to where they used to be, to settle. And yes, he has done so many things within the past 2 weeks, and we will look forward and look at what he's doing. So at the end of the day, we are looking at somebody who loves his country, who is willing to put his country forward. So if it becomes successful, then we will see how our somebody from Ghana, me especially from Ghana, how can my leaders also put my country forward, but for first, and what will be the results when they decide to put each and everybody decide to put their countries forward. Some countries have done that. Countries like China, they have placed their country for first. Countries like Russia, they place their country first. The US is following suit. So we are looking. African countries like this Burkina Faso new president, who is a military man, is putting his country forward first. So we are looking at all these things, and yes, we will make decisions at the end of their 4 years to see what was the result if somebody decide to put their country first. Thank you for watching this video. May God richly bless you. I want you to support my channel and help this channel grow as we discuss some of these things. And I'll be breaking some of the news to you, and I'll be explaining to you in details. Thank you very much. Bye.